Hi everyone, welcome to English Today Journal. And hey, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy learning English in a simple and practical way.
Really work and understand native speakers better. You hear real English, not just the textbook sentences you studied. Over time, you will understand how people actually talk in everyday situations. Speaking and listening work together, just like riding a bicycle. You need both to move forward smoothly. Speaking also makes you a better communicator. Learning English is not only about words or grammar, it is about expressing yourself and connecting with others. The more you speak, the better you learn to share your ideas, thoughts, and feelings. You learn how to respond naturally and participate in real conversations. Good communication is not about perfect grammar. It is about making yourself understood, understanding others, and having real, meaningful interactions. When you speak every day, even for just a few minutes, you gradually become more confident. Your vocabulary becomes easier to recall, your sentences become smoother, and your ideas come out more naturally. You start thinking in English, speaking without hesitation, and understanding native speakers better. Speaking is not just an activity, it is the bridge between learning and using English in real life. It helps you grow in multiple ways: fluency, pronunciation, listening, confidence, and communication skills. The most important thing to remember is that progress comes step by step. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They are a natural and necessary part of learning. Every word you speak, every sentence you form, and every conversation you have is training your brain, improving your English, and bringing you closer to fluency. Over time, the combination of speaking, listening, and thinking in English will make communication easier, more enjoyable, and much more effective. By speaking regularly, you are not only learning English, you are living it. The more you practice speaking English, the better you get at connecting with people. Speaking is not just about knowing words. It is about learning how to use those words in real-life situations. With practice, you will learn how to make small talk, ask questions, give your opinion, and have longer conversations. All of these are important parts of good communication. The more you speak, the easier it becomes to express yourself clearly and naturally. Speaking helps you reach your goals faster. If your goal is to speak English fluently, then speaking practice is the fastest way to improve. Of course, reading, writing, and listening are also important. But when you speak, you use everything you have learned in one activity. Speaking helps you remember new words and grammar rules more easily. It connects your knowledge to real-life situations. The more you speak, the faster your improvement comes, and you'll start noticing real progress in a short time. So, why is speaking practice so important? Speaking builds confidence. It helps you think directly in English instead of translating from your own language. It improves fluency and pronunciation. It trains your listening skills because conversations involve both speaking and listening. And most importantly, speaking makes you a better communicator. To become fluent, speaking must be a regular part of your routine. Don't worry about speaking perfectly. Start small. Speak a little every day. Even short sentences or simple conversations help a lot. Over time, speaking will feel easier and more natural. You will make mistakes, and that is perfectly normal. Mistakes are part of learning. Each time you speak, you learn something new. Each time you make a small mistake, you improve. The important thing is to keep speaking regularly and not let fear stop you. One of the biggest problems learners face is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding strange, fear of being judged. But here's the truth. Everyone feels fear when learning a language. Even advanced students, even native speakers, sometimes feel nervous when speaking. You are not alone. Understanding this can help you overcome fear. The first step is to accept that fear is normal. Feeling nervous or scared is part of learning. It shows that you are stepping outside your comfort zone and growing. Don't fight the fear. Instead, use it as a signal that you are learning and improving. Every time you face your fear and speak, you move one step closer to fluency. Each small conversation is progress, and each mistake helps you learn. The second step is to focus on communicating, not on being perfect. Your goal is to express yourself and make yourself understood, not to speak flawlessly. When you focus on your message instead of grammar or pronunciation, speaking becomes less stressful. The more you practice, the less fear you will feel. Confidence grows slowly, but steadily, as you speak more every day. Speaking English is a skill that develops through action. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Step by step, word by word, conversation by conversation, your fluency will improve. You'll notice that you start thinking in English naturally, speaking more confidently, and enjoying conversations more. Speaking is not just about language. It is about connecting with people, sharing your ideas, and expressing yourself. Regular practice, patience, and facing your fear are the keys to success. When it comes to speaking English, many people make the mistake of trying to be perfect. They are afraid of making mistakes and want every word, every sentence, and every sound to be correct. But here's the truth. Perfect English is not the goal. The real goal is progress. What matters is not being flawless, but improving little by little every day. Mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. What matters is that you keep trying. The more you speak, the better you become. The first step to overcoming fear and building your speaking skills is to focus on progress, not perfection. Accept that mistakes will happen, and that's okay. Every mistake is a lesson. Each time you speak, you get a little better, and your confidence grows. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Worry about expressing yourself and communicating your ideas. The second step is to start small and build slowly. If you feel nervous, don't try to speak for 30 minutes with a native speaker right away. That can feel overwhelming and make fear worse. Instead, begin with short, manageable exercises. You can start by talking to yourself in English. For example, when brushing your teeth, say, "I am brushing my teeth now." When making breakfast, say, "I will make breakfast." Speak your thoughts out loud. For example, "I feel happy today because the sun is shining." Another effective method is to repeat short phrases from movies, podcasts, or YouTube videos. This helps improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. You can also practice in a safe and comfortable environment, such as with a supportive friend or language partner. This reduces fear and helps you form a regular speaking habit. The third step is to use positive affirmations. Sometimes, the biggest barrier is not your English skills, but your thoughts. If you constantly think, "I can't speak English," you will feel nervous and afraid to try. But if you say, "I am improving every day," or "It's okay to make mistakes," your mind begins to believe it. Positive affirmations help build confidence and mental readiness. You can say things like, "I am proud of my progress," or "I can speak English a little better today." Repeat them every morning or before your speaking practice. The more you say them, the more confidence you develop. The fourth step is to practice in safe places. You don't need to speak in public or with strangers at first. Begin in quiet, private spaces where you feel comfortable. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Record yourself speaking and listen to your voice. Practice with a friend or a language partner who supports you. You can also join a small group of learners where everyone is practicing together. This builds your confidence and allows you to speak regularly without pressure. Remember, speaking English is a skill that improves gradually. Step by step, sentence by sentence, your confidence, fluency, and communication ability will grow. Small, daily practices make a big difference over time. Focus on progress, accept mistakes, and create safe, supportive practice environments. Speak every day, even for a few minutes, and your English will steadily improve. Many learners feel nervous about speaking English, and that's completely normal. Almost everyone who is learning a language feels fear at some point. The good news is that you are not alone. Everyone understands these feelings because they have been there themselves. Sharing your fears with others is a great way to feel supported and grow together. You can encourage each other, practice together, and learn from each experience. One important idea is to learn from feedback, not see it as criticism. Many learners worry about what others will think if they make mistakes. But corrections are not something to fear, they are gifts. When someone helps you with your grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation, they are helping you improve. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. You don't need to feel embarrassed or discouraged. Stay open-minded, listen carefully to feedback, learn from your mistakes, and keep speaking. Every correction you receive is a step toward better English. Another key strategy is to create a speaking routine. Practicing only once in a while makes speaking feel harder and more stressful. But if you practice regularly, even for a few minutes a day, speaking becomes easier and more natural. A routine can be simple. You can talk to yourself about your day. Practice short conversations with a friend. Use language apps that include speaking exercises. Even just 5 or 10 minutes each day can make a big difference if you do it consistently. Over time, your brain and your mouth get used to speaking, and it will feel much more comfortable. It's also important to remember the bigger picture. Sometimes learners feel like they are not good enough to speak English, but you don't need to be perfect. Focus on why you are learning English in the first place. Maybe it's to travel, meet new people, grow in your career, or understand the world better. Keep your goals in mind and let them motivate you instead of scaring you. Speaking English will open many doors for you, and every small step brings you closer to those opportunities. To summarize, there are some simple but powerful strategies to overcome fear and improve your speaking. Accept that fear is normal. Feeling nervous shows you are learning and growing. Focus on progress, not perfection. Mistakes are part of learning. Each one helps you improve. Start small and build gradually. Short, daily practices are better than long, occasional sessions. Use positive affirmations. Remind yourself, I am improving every day, or it's okay to make mistakes. Practice in safe environments. Speak with yourself, with friends, or in supportive groups. Learn from feedback. Corrections are tools to help you improve, not something to fear. Create a speaking routine. Consistent practice makes speaking natural and easy. Stay motivated by remembering your goals. Keep your reasons for learning English in mind. Remember, speaking English is not about being perfect. It is about communicating, expressing yourself, and connecting with others. Every time you speak, you improve a little. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. Step by step, conversation by conversation, you become more confident